Ladies, gentlemen, one and all, welcome to Dawn of War Soulstorm Unification once again. Where today we have a replay commentary, because last night I wasn't really feeling my best, shall we say. I'd had a bad day at work, but I still played a game. Because we are on the Black Templars, and the Black Templars are probably one of, if not, well, I'd say they're one of my worst factions. Let's put it that way. So, yes. But, enough of that. Let's announce the players, or whatever it is the replay casters do. So, in position 1, we have, playing as the Black Templars, Caldaris! Never heard of him. In position 2, we have an AI playing the Tyranids. In position 3, we have, again, an AI playing the Witch Hunters. In position 4, we have the Legion of the Damned. And in position 5, we have more Black Templars, because one Black Templar faction here was not enough. So, yeah, quite the interesting gaggle of factions we have here. So, I have done my usual and not followed any sort of build order and just built 3 Crusader squads. Yes, thank you. And built Castellan. Normally, the standard PvP thing, I believe, is that you build a command squad as early as you can, but yeah, I didn't do that. The command squad is probably the strongest squad you can get in T1 as Black Templars. I wonder if that's ever happened in the lore. Black Templars just fight each other. I mean, they strike me as the sort that would. But yes, outside of a small exchange of bolter fire here, we don't really have much going on. I should really turn those off. Meanwhile, the Legion of the Damned and the Witch Hunters are getting to know each other. And by getting to know each other, I mean murdering each other. We have some arbities there.
Fear not the size of the monstrosity. It shall only serve to make its defeat all the more bitter for our foe.
I don't think the Tyranids feel bitterness, announcer. But yes, we have now found the Tyranids. Meanwhile, over here, the Castellan tried to interrupt my building of a listening post, but he did not count on the fact that I had attached my Castellan to a squad, and therefore he is going to get murdered. But not before doing some murdering himself. Tyranids, of course, decide to be annoying, and try and take out this listening post. I actually decided to upgrade the listening post just to say a little bit of defense. The enemy Castellan wandered away, and that's about the extent of that for a minute. Meanwhile, over in the north, it looks like the Tyranids have actually caught themselves some legionnaires. Or are attempting to, anyway. Melee and Dow will always be Melee and Dow. It's they're just going to get kited into infinity. Another exchange of bolt pistol fire specifically down there. As the Tyranids come and try and murder my builder, which is a bit rude. However, their attention seems to have been drawn elsewhere. I'm guessing... no, they're not under attack by anything else, so I'm not sure why they decided to retreat. I'm not complaining. But, yeah, the Raveners didn't really do much. They just sort of sauntered in and then wandered off again, as the AI likes to do. Those Raveners that were chasing the Legionaries have been now chased off themselves. The Witch Hunters have decided to try and cap this point here, but yeah, that's not really the wisest decision I think they've ever made, as Legionnaires do fire at them. Oh, there's a skirmish over here. I'm trying to remember everything that happened in this map. Yeah, the colour scheme I'm using is Servant of Swords. It's quite a nice colour scheme, actually. I quite like it. I don't know, I used to like the Black Templars colour scheme, but nowadays I prefer more sort of blues, purples, golds, etc. I am, however, attempting to take out this point here, because I want it. Black Templars, like, at the moment, of the two factions that I can see, Black Templars are the scariest. The Tyrannid AI, it derps sometimes. On maps like this, it's not too bad, because there are a fair amount of points, but yeah, it can derp sometimes with its influence spending. And Black Templars, later on, they get really scary, so yeah, I definitely wanted to take them out first. However, speaking of the Tyrannids, they have decided to make a move on the Witch Hunters. Your enemy captured a critical location. Shame I haven't done that. I should have done that about 20 minutes ago, but no, I've still not done it. Looks like they've got themselves a flamer and some grenades. Unfortunately for them, I've got several reinforced Crusader squads and a hero that is actually attached. They did not attach their Castellan, and that is definitely a mistake on their part. If they'd attached the Castellan, they probably would have stood a little bit of a better chance. I have also, unfortunately, popped Zeal in T1, so I cannot control any of these units now, except the ones in yellow, I think, the golden ones, because they have a hero attached. I can't remember if that's actually a thing, but yeah, Zeal popping Black Templars versus Zeal popping Black Templars is interesting, because neither faction can withdraw. I have, however, managed to get to T2 somewhere along the line, and have got my Crusader seals now, so I have a massive advantage over the enemy Black Templars. The Tyrannids, meanwhile, are very much ruining the Witch Hunter's day. They got the Lady Inquisitor there. I've noticed they do not have do they even have... Has their barracks been destroyed? Because I don't see a Adeptus Sororitas Convent here. So I'm guessing that must have been destroyed. Either that, or the Reliquary of Faith doesn't actually need one of those. It's possible, I don't know. I've not played Witch Hunters in a while, to be honest. A small splinter group of the Tyranids decided to try pushing into the Legion of the Damned's base, and failed spectacularly, because the Legion, they've been left alone for a while. They are tearing up to tier 3, which is pretty nasty. Yep, I've got the Emperor's Champion now. I went for the defense. I didn't point it out when it came up down here, but I went for the defense vow, because I thought that might be quite useful against, well, Black Templars and the high damage output of the Tyranids. Poor Witch Hunters. You came to hunt witches, and instead ended up doing the Ordo Xenos' job. Or attempting, as the case may be. Looks like the Legion are making a move over towards the... they've got a point here. Are they going to start pushing in this direction? Who knows? Yeah, I summoned a Thunderhawk here. I can't exact... I'm not entirely sure who died. I think it might have been the Banner Bearer. Yeah, it's the standard bearer.
Ghosts are the legacy of the damned. Destroy them.
And it was at this point that I discovered that the Legion of the Damned were present in this game, and I was, my immediate reaction was, oh shit. Because yes, like I said, they had been left alone for a little while, and now we're coming in with a Dreadnought. I did not have much in the way of AV. I managed to quickly get some rocket launchers out. But generally, yeah, I'm just having to try and shield effectively for the only AV that I have.
It was a minor setback. They will fall before our blades soon.
Luckily, the Legionnaires have sort of been chased off. Funnily enough, they don't like being meleeed. Attica has gone down relatively easily. The Castellan decided to come in and start... the enemy Castellan decided to come in and start harassing my command squad. Which really didn't help the whole anti-vehicle situation. Oh, the Witch Hunters did manage to get up to the Arbazi's Lord Marshal. Unfortunately for him, he is getting... Yes, he's getting nibbled slightly. Stabby, stabby. Oh god, game doesn't like that from that angle, does it? Oof. If you're wondering what graphic settings I'm at, this is on medium. Yes, anyway, I'm going to stop doing that now. Instead, so yeah, I lost quite a lot of units. This, I was playing yesterday very much like how you'd play World Eaters, i.e. swarming with melee units and generally just hoping for the best, which, in my opinion, is how you're supposed to play Black Templars. I'm sure there's a bit more nuance to it than that, but hey-ho. I did also manage to get a land speeder out. Yeah, I don't use land speeders all that often, but I figured, well, there's a lot of infantry on the field, so might as well. Oh, their zeal has popped. There's no running for them now, because they did not get Crusader seals. More fool them. Stabby, stabby. Sucks to be them. Oop. What's granting them that movement speed buff? Was that zeal, or was that just their charging? It could have just been their charging. But yes, this area is mostly under my control now. Tyranids, meanwhile, are I say fortifying this position. They're not really using turrets because they don't have turrets. But it looks like the Legion might be thinking about going in. So, yeah, the Witch Hunters have a couple of rhinos here, but the Tyranids have some AV, so that's not really going to be long for this world. Black Templars are dead. Down goes another rhino. And in goes a Screamer Killer. Screamer Killer versus Arcoflagellants. Who's gonna win? Good question, actually. I'm not sure who would win on a one-on-one fight between a full squad of Arcoflagellants and a Screamer Killer. But Don't think it really matters, because now the rest of the Tyranid army is coming in. Legion decided to try and come down here to capture some points, but unfortunately for them, yeah, they came across Sword Brethren and a Dreadnought. I guess he just likes doing donuts. Well, now he can do donuts in death. Tyranids taking that critical location in the center. The Witch Hunters do have a Penitent engine out, which the Warriors do... they were hesitant to engage, but they have done so now. Now, obviously, the Penitent engine in this version has had an armor reduction, so it's not quite as strong as it was, but it is still holding up pretty well. We managed to kill off a Brewlord. And a Gene Stealer, it looks like. Yeah, Warriors, I would really tank for the Zoanthropes. Like, really tank for the Zoanthropes. Unfortunately, the Legion have got their invisibility upgrade now, and they've got a Land Raider. That's right, they're second to last tier. I don't know what they are researching at the moment. I can't click on the building because it is technically phased out. I have decided to try and go into the Legion's base and do some damage to their portal via listing post destruction. It was at this point that I remembered that the listing posts can phase out, because that's something I completely forgot existed. Luckily, it did wear off eventually, but I wasn't able to do enough damage really to upset the portal too much. I did think maybe I could pick off the Land Raider, and yeah, it showed me why that was a bad assumption. Yeah, I did think, oh, maybe I can take this. I mean, yes, they do have their Venerable Dreadnought. They do have a Land Raider. They have a load of Invisible Legionnaires. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. They've got a couple of Assault Terminators, but not that many, all things considered. The Castellan is still hitting the listing posts. I may or may not have forgotten to withdraw him. I didn't actually notice he was there. Tyranids just working through the rest of the Rich Hunter buildings now. There's not really much to say over there. But yes. Yeah, you may notice that I also do not have any weapon upgrades. That was a little bit of an error on my part. Yeah, I was researching other things and didn't research the power swords or power fists. Oops.
Strength and courage.
Strength and courage, eh?
Blessed be, brother.
Where is he? Scary command squad, veteran sergeant. Ah, we don't have the company champion. That's what we're missing.
Jump infantry, ready for battle. Assault marines on site and at
Yeah, it was at this point I basically decided, okay, I have the cap increases active. I need to start actually using that. Oh, Lady Inquisitor tried to escape and failed horrifically. What on earth? Oh, yeah, Dow engine. Ooh. Looks like the Legion of the Damned are going for the Tyranids now. Well, technically the Witch Hunters, but the Tyranids are in the way, so, you know. Where are the Legionnaires? There's some there. And there go the Witch Hunters. Yeah, the Tyranids not necessarily going to do the best against this. I mean, yes, there's a few Tyranids there, but there's not enough. With Legion of the Damned, I find it's actually better to swarm them, because Tyranids do surprising amounts of morale damage. In the early game, Tyranids just ruin Legion of the Damned. Like, in the last time I tried to record a Legion of the Damned video, I had about 6 failed attempts, and one of them was that the Tyranids rushed me with gaunts. They basically used my own sort of gaunt rush strategy against me. Well, I say mine. I'm sure someone else does it as well. I wouldn't necessarily say it's mine. But yeah, I knew I was going up against, I was going to be fighting Legion at this point, so I just thought, well, I better get a load of AV, because otherwise, yeah, we're not gonna be able to deal with the Land Raider or the Predators should they get them out.
We are the striking fist of the long arm of the Emperor.
Are we? That's good. And I'll raise it back. What are these? I'm guessing they're smoke launchers. These things here. You know, that upgrade I never actually get.
Commander, what would you have of us?
Biggest gun in the arsenal. Reporting.
Biggest gun in the arsenal.
Deployers where we can support our brothers.
I don't know about that. Yeah, the Legion are getting a. Ooh, you can see through the slack buzzer on this graphical setting. Yeah, the Legion are definitely trying to take out the Tyranids. Ooh, a random capillary tower just standing in the middle of the battlefield. Well, almost. Almost middle. Someone said something. I just moved the dreadnoughts forward slightly and started repairing them up. Is it just me, or does that look a little bit like a... where's he off to? Yeah, is it just me, or is that like a... I don't know, something like Ghostbusters or Star Trek or something. I like how I'm just casually sitting here and over there's all the actions going on. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I'm one of those who... I'll just sort of stop. I'm like an AI. I just randomly get brain.exe as encountered an error and needs to close. I keep sending error reports, but I never get anything back. Yeah, went for the flamers. When you're fighting Legion, you definitely need flamers. Also, this gives me the opportunity to get thumbnail material, so, you know, bear with me. And yeah, I'd heard a lot about these Vindicators. So, a while ago, people were... That's a very loud voice line. Yeah, people were mentioning the Vindicators. I can't remember if it was in the feedback channels or if it was in the war room. That they were basically saying that Vindicators do, like, ludicrous damage. So I thought, I'm fighting Legion. If they're going to bully me, I'm going to bully them. We'll find out how well that goes in a minute. The Tyranids, meanwhile, are not exactly doing well. They're not being the most sensible. They're just sort of walking their things into range of the Legion, which I know I can't really complain about, because that's what I did earlier. Oh, they've used they've used that ability on the Dreadnought. What the... I wonder if they'll actually kill off anything with it. And it can hit the infiltrated units too. Yeah, they've destroyed the capillary tower. So, Tyranids, yeah, kind of back foot now. Ooh, there's a old one eye. But does he actually have one eye? Let's find out. Yes! Yes, he does. Yeah, you can sort of see on the see on his eye there. There's sort of a white. Boom! It's just a random drop pod sitting up there. Oh god! Effect is going wibbly. Well, old one eye, not anymore. Old no eyes now. Good old hive. No, Caldaris, that's not a hive tyrant. That's a Carnifex. Ooh. We are inside the Carnifex's mind. What does it think? It thinks. Because it's getting shot. I'm still standing here. How long did I stand there for? It didn't actually feel that long in game, but now that I'm sitting back and watching and recording it, yeah, I've been sitting here a while. Black Templars having a picnic. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, sorry, we decided that all this crusading business really takes it out of you. So yeah, we decided to have some sandwiches. I know I don't know why they had that accent. I was going to try and do a Germanic accent, but then I decided that was probably not the wisest decision. Let your chainswords sing, did you say? Chainswords do not sing. Like, you're not going to get out your chainsword and suddenly starts going, "Hello, my baby, hello, my honey," etc., etc. But yeah, clearing up Legion, pretty simple. Just destroy all their listening posts and decap everything, which is not what I did. I did that earlier, but I didn't do it this time, because I'm silly. And there is the portal of the damned. Luckily, they have so many units, it's only on 1,000 health. So, you know, it's not exactly the best condition portal ever. But this is why you need to be really careful as Legion of the Damned. Because if you let your portal get too low on max health, someone's going to come along and just, like, hit it a few times and it dies. And then the whole Legion army's gone, and they're not a problem anymore. So, you know. Boom. Problem sorted. Let's speed up the footage, because, yeah, I'm sure you can see where this is going. Whee! Over the Vindicator goes, and everything goes flying. Yeah, the Vindicator does do quite a bit of damage. Sometimes, not all the time. Carnifex didn't really get hit that much. So yeah, time for a two-pronged attack over on this side. Core of my army, fighting two Carnifexes, and over the other side, a load of infantry, including some Terminators. Heading round the back to deal with all this goddamn toxic miasma. Like, seriously, there is so much of it. It's almost like there's a Tyrannid infestation. Bonky bonky. Oh, one eye. Is that a one eye? No, that's just a standard Carnifex. He seems a bit confused, though. I don't blame it. I mean, if I was being hit repeatedly in the face and having an assault cannon fired at me, I'd probably be a little bit confused as well. Suddenly, Trigon! Trigon, yes. Whenever I think of Trigon now, I think of Trigon from DC. Raven's father. But yes. And this is where that screenshot in the screenshot video, in the screenshots channel the other day came from. Or last night specifically, as of recording this video. And now, it too has got confused, because it keeps getting repeatedly stunned by assault terminators. And down it goes. Well, over on the other side, I have defeated the Carnifexes, but now we have our worst enemy. Dowpathing! God help us all. There is never escape from Dowpathing. The Predator just crashed into our one eye here. Oop, that's a bit too close of a camera angle, though. Okay. You know, one eye chasing a Predator is kind of like that scene from Jurassic Park with the T-Rex. But yeah, at this point, base is basically dead. Oh, I'm hitting escape, not F1, which is my turn off the UI key. So yeah, I think we get where this game is going. It's over. And bang, and bang, and bang. But wait, there's more! The damn Terran has built some reclamation pools over here. And that counts, for Annihilate, that counts as, infantry production buildings, because it makes these gears. But, yeah, they're not coming back from that. Look at how many units I've got on the mini-map there. It's quite a lot. So yeah, that was that. That actually went rather well, all things considered. I think my biggest ally here was actually the enemies, who were mostly fighting. Ooh, goodness, is there anything hidden inside? Nah, there isn't. Okay. Sometimes in not necessarily always vehicles, but in like buildings and stuff like that, there's sort of little things inside them. Like in the Adeptus Arbites headquarters, or whatever it's called, the Witch Hunters HQ. Yeah, there is a. If you look in the upper sort of balcony, not balcony, but in the upper bit, you can see his plasma gun just sitting next to a chair. But yes, so that, ladies and gentlemen, was that. Let's check the score screen before we end this. Technically, this has gone on longer than it should have, because I could have sped up some of the footage, but it's fine. So, yes, I did pretty well militarily and resource-wise. Though my army size was still beaten by the Tyranids, not surprisingly. Requisition gathered. Technology. Okay. And no need to save a replay because I already have thumbnails for it. Or thumbnail material. Alright. Okay. So, yeah. Sorry this wasn't a proper live game. It was just a replay, but yeah. Yeah. Me and the Black Templars, we don't always get along. So I find it much easier to do a replay commentary for them because, you know, if I'm doing if I'm just playing the game normally, I actually play a little bit better. Like you may have seen on the left, I even manage my eco upgrades. Because when I'm doing live, obviously I just sort of, I've got my mind focused on saying what I'm going to say as well, which can often come to the detriment of gameplay. It's called the Let's Player's Curse. It harkens back to the days of well, Let's Plays. Something which has certainly evolved over time. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so... Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed it, and until next time, when I believe the next faction on the list is Chaos Demons. So, if you want any specific Chaos Demon specialization, then be sure to leave a comment below, because I don't really know. I normally go for Zinch, but Zinch or Khorne. So, if you want to see another one, or just Undivided in general, let me know. But, until next time, thank you very much for watching. I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.